Welcome to Acro Yoga Global's Thai Massage with Milen and Joey. Prepare a soft surface on the ground. Any combination of carpets, yoga mats, blankets, and pillows will do. Plan for some relaxing lighting and play some of your favorite music. Remember, there are no rules. Stop halfway if you need to, skip a portion, improvise. Take care of yourself. You'll want to communicate with your partner during the massage. You can use your words if that feels right, or these hand signals. You could signal for more pressure or harder. You could signal for less pressure or that hurts, and you can let your partner know that that feels really good. Let's get started. For this massage, you'll need two pillows. Have them nearby. Ask your partner to lie down on their back and take a comfortable seated position near their feet. Close your eyes and take a few deep breaths to center yourself. Hold the image of your partner in your mind's eye and repeat mentally after me. May you be happy. May you be free from suffering. And may you have a lovely massage. Gently blink your eyes open and begin with some thumb press walking along the feet. So allow your hands to contact your partner's feet and place some pressure through your thumbs into the soles of their feet. Aim to work with straight arms and then rock right to left, moving the unweighted thumb to a new position along your partner's foot. Out pressure, Milan. Okay. Move at your own pace, up and down the sole of your partner's foot, from the heel to the base of the toes and back again. And once you've made it all the way back down to the heel, choose a different path, just parallel perhaps to the one that you just did. And again, traverse the length of your partner's foot from the heel to the base of the toes and back again. If possible, keep the straight arms and allow yourself to apply the weight by shifting your shoulders towards that point of contact, rather than bending the arms and then using the arm strength to push down. Both techniques will result in a massage that can feel good, but keeping the arm straight allows for a massage that's easy to give. And finish your last line along the bottom of your partner's feet with your thumbs. And move off to one side. You may need to adjust your stance. I like the semi-kneeling position for this next technique, but you make the right choice for you. Collect your partner's heel and knee and begin to draw some circles with their knee, articulating their hip. A couple large circles in one direction. And then a couple large circles in the other direction. Feel free to change your stance to whatever is comfortable for you. And I hope you are able to find that position of comfort throughout all of the different techniques in today's massage session. Guide your partner's knee across their straightened leg to help them into a side lying position. So guide their knee across, and then eventually you can help their shoulders up. Provide them with the pillows we had set aside, one under the knee and one under the head. And then give them a moment to readjust and make sure that they're really in a comfortable position. Sometimes when we roll someone over, they end up in a little bit of an uncomfortable twist. So really give them a moment to settle in and find comfort before moving on. Feel comfortable, Milan? Okay. We'll continue the thumb press walking that we did on the feet, but now exploring the legs. I invite you to take whatever stance works for you. I'm opting for a low lunge position, or semi-kneeling. And we'll use our thumbs along the outside edge of our partner's bent leg, the top leg. Simply travel all the way along the leg, lower leg and upper leg, allowing the weight of your shoulders over your wrists to guide the pressure into your thumbs all the way up to the outside of the thigh and then back down again. From the foot all the way up to the hip and back down again. Move at your own pace, and depending on the speed at which you move and the distance you place between your thumb contact points, you might go up and down the leg anywhere from 3 to 8 times. And it's not really that important how fast you go. Go at your own pace, whatever's comfortable for you. And check in with your partner periodically to make sure that the pressure is okay. How's that pressure, Milan? Okay. Move now to the straightened leg, so you may need to adjust your stance. Continue this thumb press walking now on the inside edge of the leg, of the lower leg of the straightened leg, the one that's closest to you. Beginning near the ankle, working your way up the inside of the lower leg, skip the knee, and then the inside of the thigh. And back down again. If your partner wants more pressure, you can lift your hips up to align your shoulders directly over your thumbs and place more weight into your hands. If they want less pressure, and you can sit back on your heels and apply the weight from there. How's the pressure, Milan? Okay. Move at your own pace. If your thumbs are getting tired, I invite you to cheat the thumb a little bit by using the knuckle of the index finger. So rather than just using the thumb, create a thumb and index knuckle combo or complex by pinching those two together and use that surface area as your point of pressure. Place one hand on your partner's foot and pin it firmly to the ground. Use the other hand now, instead of only with the thumb or thumb and index knuckle, use the entire palm as your pressure point, all the way up and down your partner's leg. Begin near the ankle, put the weight in, and then release the pressure. Move to a new spot, weight in, and release the pressure. Move up and down at your own pace in this way. I invite you to skip over the knee, and just working on the lower leg and upper leg. In addition to placing downward pressure, you can also explore a little bit of traction as if your hands were moving away from each other. So there's that downward pressure pushing down, but then also almost as if you're stretching your partner's leg out a little bit every time you apply some weight through your palms. Continue this technique now on the other leg. So you may need to take a small step forward with one leg, pin the foot down, and use the free hand to apply a palm press walking massage along the outside of their leg, lower leg and thigh. And move to your partner's lower back, or kneeling behind their lower back, or sitting in whatever comfortable position works for you today. And apply a thumb press walking massage along our partner's back, just above their spine. So you may locate the spine with your thumbs, feel the bony protrusion, and then go just a little bit above that. Begin near the hips and work your way up towards the shoulders and back. This position is rather challenging to do with straight arms, so I invite you to make whatever kind of adjustments you need in order to offer your partner a nice massage. How's the pressure, Milan? More? Okay. How's that? All right. Just as we did previously, I invite you to move at your own pace. Check in with your partner frequently regarding the pressure and make any kind of adjustments you need to in order to stay comfortable as you're offering this massage. You may need to shift your stance a little bit, move your knees or base of support a little bit closer to your partner's shoulders. Again, feel free to do that if necessary. And then allow your hands to explore the area around the shoulder. One hand on the trap region, the shoulder, the other one in the back around the shoulder blade. And using mainly a sort of pinching motion or clamping motion, explore that region of musculature and offer your partner a massage in and around the shoulder blade region. You might explore your thumbs digging behind their scapula a bit. You can focus more on your fingers or more on your thumbs. Try one a little bit and then the other. One more breath here. And collect your partner's top arm. Hold it at the wrist up in the air. And you free hand, whichever it is right now, to get that clamping style massage from the wrist to the shoulder or armpit. Simply squeeze up and down their arm. Move at your own pace. And switch the hand that is supporting the wrist and use the newly free hand to apply the same type of massage on the other side of the arm now. Down from the wrist toward the armpit or shoulder, and then back up again. And lower your partner's arm back to the ground and guide them onto their back again. You can place one hand at the hip, one hand at the shoulder. Make sure you are not in the way anymore, so you may need to back up a bit, and simply help them roll over onto their back. Move toward their feet and help them straighten out a little bit by pulling on both of their ankles and then lowering their feet back down to the ground. You may need to move the pillows out of the way, or if your partner is comfortable with one pillow under the head, they can keep it there. We'll move to the second side. I'm going to ask Mylène to switch her head to this side in order to give you a better view of the camera angle, but you need not ask your partner to switch sides. Thank you. So move over to the second side now. Collect your partner's knee and heel and draw some large circles with their knee to articulate their hip. A couple large circles in one direction. Really exploring their flexibility. And a couple large circles in the other direction. Guide your partner into the side lying position, leading with that lower leg, pushing it over their straightened leg, and encouraging them to their side. Help them get the pillows they need and offer them a moment to settle into whatever kind of comfort they can find in the side lying position. They may need to readjust the pillows or their own position. And after you've given them a moment or two and stillness is settled in, we'll begin the thumb press walking on the top leg, bent leg. Starting near the ankle, Using your thumbs or thumb and index complex, begin the gradual thumb press walking along the lower leg and up the thigh toward the outside of the hip and then back down again. Move at your own pace. Work with straight arms. Find comfort in your own body. And check in with your partner about the weight and the pressure. How's the pressure, Milan? Okay. Shift your focus to the second leg now. The inside of the second leg. Begin near the ankle and thumb press walk your way up the lower leg and pin your partner's foot down with the nearest hand. And use the other hand, the free hand, to use your palm pressure point and engage in the palm press walking technique along the inside of your partner's leg. Starting at the lower leg, possibly skipping the knee, and moving your way up the thigh, and then back down again toward the ankle. I'll remind you from the previous side, the option of not only pressing down, but also imagining that you're spreading your hands apart from one another, applying a little bit of traction in that direction, almost as if you're lengthening your partner's leg, stretching it out, as it were. Switch to the up leg, the bent leg. Have one hand resting and holding in place their foot, and the other hand can palm press walk up and down the outside of that leg, all the way up to the hip, and then back down the thigh and lower leg again. When we switch from the thumb press walking to the palm press walking, which we're now doing, because we're using a larger surface area, the surface area of our entire hand rather than a smaller portion of thumb or thumb and knuckle, it's possible to put a lot more weight down through that point. Because of the larger surface area, you may find that when you check in with your partner to ask how the pressure is, they might ask for more pressure, whereas you might have felt like you were pushing the same amount as you did when you were doing the thumb press walking. The way to apply more pressure has to do with the way that you shift your shoulders. You can put your shoulders further over that pressure point and put more weight into that hand consequently. How's the weight? How's the pressure? Okay. And shift towards your partner's back now. Find a comfortable position. I like a kneeling position, but I invite you to search for whatever position makes sense for you. Locate their spine with your thumbs. So find the spine and then go just slightly above that. And that line between the hips and shoulders is where we'll aim our thumb press walking. Now, although the massage is inviting you to travel between the hips and shoulders back and forth, if you find a spot that's particularly knotted where your partner lets you know that that's a spot that they'd like more attention, then feel free to stop this traveling from hip to shoulder and just spend more attention there in that spot. This is a massage that belongs to the two of you, and I invite you to personalize it, adjust it, adapt it to make the most of it. Keep moving at your own pace. And check in with your partner for the amount of pressure that you're providing. How's the pressure, Milan? Okay. You may need to shift your knees or legs a little bit closer to your partner's shoulders. And then explore your partner's shoulders or around their shoulder with your mitten cups. Perhaps one between the shoulder and neck on the trap region, and the other fingers on the lat, just under the armpit, which allow the thumbs to dig under and explore around the scapula, shoulder blade, on the back side of their shoulder. You can explore leading with your thumbs. You can also explore leading with your fingers, or perhaps squeezing your fingers towards your palms. And I use the word explore quite deliberately, so be curious, try different things, and check in with your partner frequently. See what works for them today. You might even be able to get your fingers slightly underneath the scapula. Feel the musculature in and around the shoulder blade. Collect your partner's top arm, lift it up and hold the wrist in place with one hand. Doesn't matter which one, we'll switch in a moment. Use the free hand in that clamping style massage, that grip, that mitten grip, to offer your partner's arm a massage, a clamping massage from the wrist to the shoulder or armpit and back again. Move at your own pace. And switch the hand that's holding the wrist, hand off their arm to the other hand, and use your newly freed hand to massage the other side of their arm, beginning near the wrist, working your way down toward the armpit or shoulder. And back again. Move at your own pace up and down your partner's arm. And lower your partner's arm back down to the ground and onto their back. You can guide that motion with one hand at the shoulder and one hand at the hips. Make sure you're not in the way, so you may need to back up a little bit and help roll them over to their side. Make your way to the feet to help even their body up with a light symmetrical tug. So grab both ankles and just straighten them out by pulling back on their feet. Lower their feet down to the ground. Take a comfortable seating position near your partner, whatever makes sense for you. Close your eyes and take a few deep breaths to close the massage. Gently blink your eyes open and thank your partner for allowing you to practice Thai massage today. Thank you, Milan.